Okay folks, we're back. We're back again. And I've created my character. Here he is. Level 1 Mage, Sindal, I have called him. Sindal Hawk. Long beard, longish hair, tied back in a ponytail to keep it out of his eyes. Yes, typical wizardy type look, I think. Only the hair would usually be grey or white, but there must be a stage before the grey hair stage. What colour was the hair before it was grey? It was another colour, so this is the pre-grey hair stage type look. So yes, here he is, Sindal Hawk, and events. You can actually use events of Dragon Age Origins to sort of influence the story a little bit of this version. You can import the save from your original game, but obviously I played the original game on the Xbox and therefore couldn't import it over anyway, so I couldn't do that. So there's 3 sort of histories that it's given you, and I've picked the No Compromise history because that's probably the closest one that represents Horston's playthrough. So a ruthless dwarven noble, very similar, ruthless dwarven outcast, Castless, took command of Ferelden's Grey Wardens, then let nothing stand between him and victory. He exiled Alistair, not yet happened, sent Loghain to his death against the Archdemon, couldn't picture that happening, and left Anora as Ferelden's ruler, which he's planning to do. So this is the closest one out of the 3 that matches Horston's playthrough. Not exactly the same, but near enough. So, without further ado, we have our character, we have our name, we have our history. Let's see what we can do. And we're going to play a normal.
The Blight had been unleashed on Ferelden. Darkspawn poured out of the wilds, clashing against the army at the ruins of Ostagar. The battle was a disaster. King Cailan died on the field with his men, betrayed by his most trusted general. Unopposed, the Horde marched on the village of Lothering. The village burned, and many innocents were slaughtered. The champion's family barely escaped in time.
Barely escaped. Oh dear. Mother dear, you really must learn to be fitter.
I think that's all of them.
For the moment, make us save us. We've lost it all. Everything your father and I built.
Oh dear, what shall we say? This is another problem. Because this guy talks, I can't really do the voiceover parts anymore. So anyway, we as I say, I'm so sorry, Mother. I'm so sorry.
I know how much Lothering meant to you, but we have to move.
Yes, you're right.
We should have run sooner. Why did we wait so long?
Why are you looking at me? I've been running since Ostagar.
Come on, enough chit-chat.
Listen, you two. The Darkspawn could be on us any minute.
Please, listen to your brother.
Then let's go. Lead on.
Lead on indeed. Right, we are now once again... Oh, new quest. Staff of Partholon. That's Hayden's Razor. What else have we got? Boots of the Frozen Wastes. Blood Dragon Armour. The Far Cliffs of Kirkwall. Lothering's Lament. Of Things Not Lost. What the hell is going on? The Destruction of Lothering. I actually downloaded, what was the one called? You get a little card in the box. If I can find it. Darkspawn's coming, blah-de-blah-de-blah-de-blah. What's it called? The Black Emporium bonus content, including a ferocious Mabari Warhound. I couldn't seem to get it to work. I downloaded it, redeemed the code, but it's not installed in the game. Anyway, how do I get to my journal here? So we have, like, what's this? This is the codexes. This is the quest. There you go. Staff of Partholon. Escape Ferelden and find a new home. For pretty much all of them. I think all of these will pretty much be in my new house. Okay. Find a way past the Darkspawn Horde. Herlock, we don't need to read about these. We know who the Herlocks are. Darkspawn. We know who the Darkspawn are, to be perfectly frank with you. That's very good. Sindal Hawke. The son of Malcolm Hawke and Leandra Amel, Sindal has lived in many places throughout Ferelden. His father was a mage whose gifts were passed on to both Sindal and Bethany, Malcolm's daughter. Malcolm refused to submit himself to the Chantry's rule. He kept his abilities a secret and taught his children to do the same. Therefore the family was constantly on the move to avoid Templar hunters. 10 years ago the family settled in the village of Lothering, building a home on the outskirts and making a life where they wouldn't forever be on the run. Though Leandra worried constantly that the Templars would one day catch up with them, Malcolm's teachings were sufficient to keep them safe. He died 3 years ago, leaving Sindal responsible for the welfare of his mother and younger siblings. When the Blight began, Carver enlisted in Kincaid's regiment, saying the hordes spilling from the Kakari wilds meant their homes would be quickly overrun if the Darkspawn were not defeated immediately. Sindal remained in Lothering to safeguard the family. Carver appeared on their doorstep almost a month later, exhausted and injured. Kincaid had been betrayed and slain at Ostagar, and the horde was advancing on Lothering. Though Sindal and the others were making plans to leave, they fled their home before they were fully prepared, and it may still be too late. So there's a bit of a background to the character. As I say, he is a mage on the run, apostate mage. 2 siblings, mother, who are now running for their lives. We know about right clicking, we know about the journal, press J, and cross-class combos. Use brittle and a bit of combination effects. Warriors can stagger enemies. Mages can exploit stagger using creating spells, and mages can make enemies brittle. Warriors can exploit brittle. So yeah, it's just about cross-class combos there. Should you require to be deadly enough to use them. Right. Okay, so main quest. Get the hell out of here. You can actually point and click as well, like some of the older style RPGs, which is a nice touch.
Be careful!
There we go! Now this is the first chance we're going to get to exploit... Oh, we're surrounded! Holy smokes, man! Oh, so this is the first chance we're going to get to actually make use of the party as a whole. So you have to bear with me. You can make him like go and attack. What's she doing? She's blowing somebody up. Oops. Whee! Combat. So use potions. Oh wow, God, it's going far too quickly. One of your characters gained a level. First escape and level up. Choose new abilities. Dead Refuge. Freeman's Staff. Okay. Apostate Staff. 5 fire damage. Or Freeman's Staff. 5 cold damage. Depends what you want to do, what's your preferences, I suppose. I'll take it. Ah, there you go, look, we've got the full mashings here. The map. The inventory. Equip new weapons, armour and accessories for each of your party members. Move items to the junk category to sell them quickly in stores. Drag an item to the edge, blah blah blah. So you can change staff, you see. There's our backpack space. And this is what we have equipped. Apostate's cuffs, apostate's robes. Okay, armor, weaponry, accessories, health potion, Lyrian potion, stamina draft. Do I have I don't have any of these yet, do I? Other items. So 1 health potion, 1 lyrium potion, 1 stamina draft. You can use those at the bottom corners here. Okay, level up. Right, attributes. Strength is good for fortitude, which increases your resistance to effects. Not really that important for a mage at the moment. Dexterity increases your critical strike chance. It could be handy on occasion. Magic is your magic resistance and your damage for magical attacks. Cunning increases defense for all classes, as well as the amount of damage inflicted by a critical hit. So critical hit damage. Willpower is a mana pool, and constitution is your hit points. So out of these, I think the most important ones at the moment will be magic and willpower, with the occasional constitution, maybe even the occasional dexterity, I suppose. But for now, I think 2 magics and a willpower. That should do us. And then we look to our ability trees and see which line we're going to take. You see, we have elemental line. We can go for spells such as Winter's Grasp. Abilities highlighted in blue can be learned. Diamond icons represented something. Winter's Grasp is slows the enemy. Or there's Fireball, an AoE type attack. Oh, there's the healing line, the sort of creation line. Arcane, Mind Blast, Elemental Weapons, Arcane Shield. So there's a lot of primal. What's this line? Stone Fist, Chain Lightning. So these are like your 2 destruction type magics. Got your healer types and your support types there. What's this? Spirit magic. Spirit Bolt, Dispel Magic, Transmutation, Death Siphon, Death Vortex, Spirit Mastery, Virulent Walking Bombs, Spirit Strike. Arcane is the final one, isn't it? Barrier. Okay, well, we're going to keep things simple. Oh, Entropy. Hex of Torment, Death Hex, Shackling Hex. All different types of hexes and all different... Oh god, this is all very grim, very dark magic. So I think he's going to be specialising in, I think, destruction type magics, maybe the occasional bits and bobs from down here, but primarily up this end of the spectrum. We're going to start with a simple fire, I think. Simple fireball, you know, basic attack, but very effective. Got tactic slots as per the first game, so aggressive. Party member will attack enemies the moment they are visible. Got ranged. Prefers ranged weapons and will automatically attack from range when enemies are visible. If attacked in melee, the character will fight back but will not chase enemies if they move away. This party member will flee the location of a harmful AoE attack. So she's a damager. She's got fireball as well, and she's a ranged person. And you've got him, who is also aggressive, ranged, cautious, defensive. Tank, there you go, that'll do. This party member will engage enemies with powerful attacks to draw as much hostile attention as possible. This character will fight back if attacked in melee and will chase enemies down, but will not flee an AoE attacked area. scrapper. And myself, I'm also ranged, and I'm also a damager. Cluster with at least 2 enemies, fireball, and surrounded by at least 2 enemies, and then use Mind Blast, you see? Little handed tactics. Advanced players can use a tactics screen to create their own battle plans. Good.